Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the basic FindColor API. Now the first function I want to show, and for this I'm going to define an x and y variable, is the basic FindColor function. Now this function returns a boolean which indicates when true that the color has been found. It also outputs the x and y coordinates of where the color was found in the x and y parameters. If no color was found, it returns -1 for both of these parameters. So the color I'm looking for here is, let's say, the color red. That's 255, but I'm just going to use the constant there, and I'm going to search in a 501 by 501 square area, and let's say that I will first off write out the coordinates into the debug box. I will also write out the color by using the getColor function on the coordinates we just found, and I will move the cursor to those coordinates just to demonstrate. So now we actually need some red, and for that I have the paint window open here. So I've already selected red here, and I'm going to use the pencil tool. So that's some red, and now I'm just going to run this. So first to detach from my virtual machine and run it. Okay, I think I may have actually used the wrong red color here. It's probably this one. Yeah, that was the wrong one. Okay, so I'll just remove that and draw some new red. Okay, so going back into SCAR and running it. So as you can see, it moves the cursor nicely into the red color, and it returns the 255 value, which I mentioned earlier as the color. So to demonstrate that, to demonstrate that this is actually correct, I'll just go to the coordinates with my color picker. So that's right over here, and that's the first one it basically found. So as you can see, that's correct. Now the next function I would like to show you is the FindColor tool function. This basically allows you to also find a color, obviously, but it allows you to find one which varies slightly from the color which you want to find, well, which you're looking for, sorry. And to demonstrate this, I'll just change my red here a little bit, like change that value to 253, okay, 4 in there, and let's say 3 for blue. Okay, and now I'm going to draw some new red. Okay, so this red isn't actually red, so if I just go back in there and run my original script, it doesn't work anymore because it can't find the actual red anymore. So the FindColor tool function requires a tolerance parameter. Now this basically indicates how much your color may differ from the one you're looking for. well, the one it finds, of course. And in this case I'm going to enter 10. Now I will probably be covering the tolerance algorithms in a later video, but basically 10 isn't that much for this for the basic algorithm, so 10 should do it. And when I run this, I'll just hop out of the virtual machine there. It, as previously, well, like previously, finds that first pixel up there. And as you can see, this is the color it found. This is nowhere near what red actually would look like, as red is 255. However, you have to look at this in byte components, and in that case you would notice that it's 253 for red and so on. So the values basically which I set in Paint just a bit ago. Now the next function I would like to show you is well, let's say somewhat similar, and this is analog for the FindColor X function, so I'm just going to demonstrate the FindColor tol X function here. So as I said, this will work the same way with FindColor, so without tolerance, for the FindColor X function here. And this basically does not find the first result, but it finds every result. And it will return all of those results in an array of t-point or t-point array. So the x and y has to be replaced with the points value there. And I'm going to add 2 new variables to actually loop through this. Well, I'm going to comment this. No, let's just keep it there. Okay, so first I have to get the length of our resulting array, and then I'm going to loop through it. Okay. Now, unlike previously, I don't have the just the basic x and y fields anymore. But to make things a little shorter here, I'm just going to define a t-point called p, and I'm going to assign the current looped value to it. Okay. So let's just copy that and paste it into the script everywhere. Now to demonstrate this loop, I'm actually going to go to going to be using set mouse pos, which doesn't generate whole smooth movement, but this will give you a better picture of what has actually happened. And I'm hoping that a delay of, let's say, well, 10 milliseconds is sufficient. So basically, as I explained, this will first find every point with the color red within a tolerance of 10. So it will find every color within, well, apparently every color of this entire red, because it's within the 500 by 500 square. Well, at least most of it anyway. And then it will it will print those out. Of course, that will be quite the clutter, so I'm going to take out the color there. And well, aside from that, it will just set the cursor to every point it found. And as you will see, when it is actually running, it will do this nice and linearly. So it will just go row by row. Okay, so I hope the delay is not too long and not too short, and I'm going to give this a quick run. Yeah, so that's perfect. So as you can see, the cursor is moving nicely over the bitmap, so displaying basically every color it found, and it's printing out the coordinates as it is actually moving the cursor. So this basically allows you to get the coordinates of every color, well, every coordinate for the color you're looking for. Do take in mind that this function, of course, takes a longer time to find its result, because it has to traverse through the entire search area. So if you just need the first result, of course, you should use the regular functions rather than the X functions. Okay, so I'm just going to put a stop to this. That should be about enough to demonstrate it. Okay, that again. Okay, so that's basically the four most basic functions for finding a color. And the last ones I would like to demonstrate are the FindColors functions. And in previous versions of SCAR, so previous to 3.35, FindColors actually had the task of the current FindColor X function, but now because I thought the name was somewhat more appropriate for this, it actually has the ability to find several colors. So, well, I'm going to just demonstrate it for FindColors stol X, because that fits the code best. But you know, it's analog for everything I've shown you so far, and so FindColors basically allows you to find not just one but two or more colors. And I'm going to add some blue in here. Okay, that's perfectly blue. So this should be blue. Oh, like, let's go like that. Okay, so there's some blue in there now, and we've got FindColors here. Now this here, what I'm doing is basically I'm defining an array of integers. You can of course also define this using a variable. Either assigning the array to this as well, the thing I inputted in here, you know, you can assign that to the int array, or you can first set the length to 2 in this case, and then assign the colors individually to each entry point in the array, like that. But you know, and well, of course you enter that in here then, but I'm just going to use the this notation. Okay, so when I run this, it should not only traverse the cursor over the red color, but also the blue one, because it's looking for both red and blue now. And well, I'm not entirely sure that this blue is actually the correct blue I'm looking for, but let's just give it a try. So I'm going to shorten this bit, and okay, so let's give it a quick run. Yeah, so apparently the blue was correct. As you can see, it is traversing over the blue color. I'm just going to put a quick stop to that. Okay, keep doing that wrong. So I'll just remove this top part here to give you a quick demonstration that actually does find the red color as well. So okay, that should do it. And to run it now. Okay, so now it's traversing the blue and it finds the red as well. So now it's finding both the blue and red colors for you. In the event that you were using the regular functions rather than the extended ones, which just stop at the first FindColor, this does not search color by color, so it will just return the first instance of any color that it is able to find for you. So for example, if the first color it is able to match is some blue pixel, it will return that. If the first one is red, it will return that. So it actually returns the first result it finds. So not, it doesn't just first search for any red pixel, and then if it doesn't find one, it won't go search for a blue one. It will just check both at the same time. So that's basically it for this tutorial. In a next tutorial we'll probably also be looking at the spiral functions and the find colored area functions, but by then they will probably have been renamed to something else in SCAR 3.36. So I will see you in a next tutorial.